And then today, this guy, Marco, totally out of the blue, just confesses that the only reason why he wanted to get even with me is because I wouldn't go out with him.
Ah, the man is dirt.
I mean, you know, I didn't even give him a look once. Not even once when we were working together.
So how does it feel to be irresistible to a crook? It's good to see you. I can't believe I'm back.
Me neither. I missed you, too. We've been through a lot in the last couple of months, haven't we?
Well, that's all in the past now. We're both starting with fresh slates. I'm not going to mess up this time.
Well, let's talk about the important stuff, like, you and Yank. What's the situation?
I love him so much. I just wish he'd forgive me.
Well, then we'll just have to fix it, won't we? If I've something I've learned within the last couple of months is the power of fantasy.
Fantasy?
Oh, yes, fantasy. I'm going to give you your first lesson right now.
I don't know about this.
No, listen to me. Come here. Come here. I'm the teacher here now. Tonight is going to be the most romantic evening you and Yank will ever have.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi.
Where have you
Get my
been?
message. Oh, I was over at Yank's playing a little poker.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying, honey. I was over at Yank's. Brian was there. Rick Weber
I
was there.
happen to know that Zaid was providing a very romantic evening with Yank tonight.
Oh, that got cut short because the boys showed up.
This is supposed to get them back together.
I should have known you had a hand in this, didn't you? Everything went fine. They were getting along great, really.
Oh, that's good. Why did you want to meet here?
Because I want to convince Duke and Damon that I am a cop hater, and I figure hanging around here while I'm not working should do some good.
That scares me. What if it backfires?
Don't worry about it. All the bases are covered. Besides, Robert's in on this, too.
Oh, Anna's not going to like that. Robert doesn't have any jurisdiction in Port Charles.
That's their problem. They can figure it out themselves.
Do you hear yourself?
What?
He said that's your problem. This is Anna we're talking about, our friend.
I understand that. But I can't trust her anymore, Felicia. She's too much in love with Duke.
Setting you up. Gentlemen, please, we have no comments at this time. We'll give you an interview after the hearing. Thank you. I'm going to go inside and see how long it's going to take. No statements, okay?
I won't say anything.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Give us a break for just a minute, please. Honey, I'm not going to let him take you to jail. I promise you. I
I'm
won't let him.
frightened.
I'm going to be with you every minute in there.
Talking about your future as a cop.
Well, let's not worry about that right now, okay? Let's concentrate on you right now, all right?
If I'm cleared.
No, when you're cleared.
Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help you be reinstated as a cop.
Don't count on it. All I care about is what happens to you. You're going to walk out of there a free woman. My woman. Ready? All right. Let's go.
The confession of Mr. Marco Dean seems to be complete and would therefore indicate the charges against Felicia Jones be dropped. Any arguments against Mr. Ames?
Your Honor, I'd like to ask Mrs. Jones a few questions.
Your Honor, there's nothing more my client could possibly add. Marco Dean's confession clearly states that he framed Felicia Jones.
I understand, Mr. Meyer, but I beg the court's indulgence. Just a few questions.
Go ahead, Mr. Ames. Could you take the stand, please?
Go ahead.
Remember, you're still under oath.
Mrs. Jones, according to Marco Dean's confession, he decided to steal the money and the fur coat and to frame you because you rejected his advances. Isn't this true?
Well, I can't speak for Marco's motives, but if that's what it said, then I suppose that's true.
Well, what I mean is this. You must have been aware of his feelings for you, were you not?
Well, I guess so. He flirted with me a lot.
And you did nothing to encourage this?
Your Honor, I object. Just what is the purpose of these questions?
Look, I'm trying to discover if there might have been complicity on Mrs. Jones's part.
Complicity? Jake, that is a lie. Frisco, please.
I'll allow the line of questioning, but be brief, Mr. Ames.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Jones, let me ask again. Did you do anything to encourage Marco Dean to make him think that you might be interested in him?
No, of course not. I told him again and again to leave me alone, that I was a married woman and that I wasn't interested.
How could you have encouraged him without knowing it?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you were co-workers. Weren't you friendly?
What is this, Jake? Frisco, be quiet. Your Honor, I see no reason for these questions. It's totally irrelevant. Marco Dean's affections for Felicia is not the issue here. The issue is simply, did or did not Felicia steal $45,000 and a mink coat? We have a signed confession from the man who did steal the money, who, admittedly, made it seem as if Felicia committed the crime.
I'm trying to establish whether or not there might have been a relationship between Marco Dean and Felicia Jones, which might have caused Marco Dean to make a phony confession.
A phony confession? Your Honor, he already said she was framed.
Order.
He set her up because she wouldn't have anything to do with him. I mean, it's plain and
Order, I'll have
simple,
you
isn't it?
removed from this hearing.
What's the matter with you? I mean, he's badgering her. It's obvious. Come on.
Mr. Jones, you're advised to remember that you're out on bail. And if you don't restrain yourself, I'll have no recourse but to revoke that bail. Now sit down or leave the hearing.
Frisco, you're not just doing yourself harm here, you're doing harm to Felicia. Sit down. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm sure we could all understand Mr. Jones's frustration here. First, his wife is accused of a crime she did not commit. Then she is forced to suffer the humility of being thrown into jail. And now the assistant district attorney is insinuating that Marco Dean's confession is a lie. Your Honor, you have the reports of the chiefs of police that clearly states they believe his confession to be true. I beg Your Honor to stop this lunacy and to relieve my client of her anxiety and to drop all charges against her.
Mr. Ames, I don't see any reason for continuing this line of questioning. We'll take a short recess, after which I'll render my decision.
All right.
You had better cool down.
You were wonderful defending me.
I can't believe what the DA's office is doing. They're trying to make it look like you and Marco set this whole thing up.
You and I both know that there are holes in his theory.
What about the judge? Does he know that? That's what counts,
We have to believe that he will see the truth also. Frisco, we have to believe in the judicial system and justice.
Injustice? Justice is a big farce, just like the police department is a big farce.
It'll be all right. I have to believe it will.
I've made things worse again, haven't I?
No, you've made him better just by being by my side.
The charges are going to be dropped. Don't worry about it. All right?
Oh, what am I?
Listen now. Found these things in an old pair of pants of mine. Thought this might be a good time to put this back on your finger. Mrs. Jones. I love you. We come back into this courtroom. You're going to come back in a free woman.